Welcome to Positive Atheism English channel. Today in our program, I am going to read out you the book Positive Atheism, which is written by Gora, an atheist. Now, we are in the chapter Atheistic Politics. Politics is a method of solving people's problems by means of a government. The political method came in when the methods of self-discipline and religious faith had failed to solve the problems. They failed because they did not adopt atheism. Their failure necessitated the growth of politics. Self-discipline and religious faith produced good men, but not a good society. The Brahmin is a good individual, disciplined in personal habits and clean in personal hygiene. But Brahmins have remained in small, narrow confines, while Hindu society in general stinks with filth. Likewise, a Christian is polite in manners and fair in thinking, but Christian civilization has been found to exploit colonies and to bomb Hiroshima. A Muslim stands equal with his fellows at the prayer time, but he carefully safeguards his unequal advantages at other times. Obviously, self-discipline cannot deal with wide populations, and religious faith makes man more formal than realistic. Political method corrects the faults and solves the problems by being social and secular. When the early priest used cudgels along with curses to punish sinners, he was employing both the spiritual and secular methods to curb dishonesty. Out of the curses grew the religious method. The cudgels laid the foundations for the political method. The reality of the cudgels gave the political method more power and influence over the people than the religious method could command in the long run. While religion in its own way promoted virtue promising heaven and deterred vice by inspiring the fear of hell, the political method is largely penal. Government is the executive of the political method. It derives authority from the cooperation which people give and collects revenues from the taxes which people pay. If a considerable section of the people withdraw cooperation and withhold taxes, any government is bound to collapse. Though the people are thus the masters of their government, the mastership is possible only when the people know that they are the masters. But the slave mind of the people prevents them from feeling that they are the masters of their government. On the contrary, they subordinate themselves to the very government which they set up and maintain with their cooperation and taxes. Hence, in theistic civilization, kings rule as masters and people obey as subjects. Therefore, instead of serving the people by solving their problems, the heads of the state in theistic politics enslave and exploit the people. Kings grew autocratic, tortured the people, and built their palaces and places of amusement with slave labor. The Colosseum of Rome, pyramids of Egypt, the Kremlin of Russia, and the Taj Mahal of India are examples of the pride and pleasure of kings, while common people lie in miserable hovels. Rationalists among politicians saw the injustice in political domination. They asserted the freedom of the people, rebelled against kings, and replaced monarchies and democracies. Naturally, monarchists and royalists regarded democrats as heretics and persecuted them as such. Indeed, democrats roused the spirit of freedom among the people and led the revolt against the godless theism of political domination. Unlike monarchies, wherein kings succeeded hereditarily, the heads of state in democracies are elected periodically by the people. Besides taxes and cooperation, democracy provides people with another control over their government in the form of the vote. Not only through non-cooperation and no tax, but through voting differently also, democrats can topple their governments and change their political chiefs. Thus, as the word itself signifies, democracy is more a government of the people than kingship was. A significant feature of democracy is the establishment of the political equality among the people. Universal adult suffrage invests each adult with one vote, not less, not more. This is indeed the establishment of political equality. The implication of democracy is that if it worked well, the political equality should lead to the establishment of equality in social respect and economic opportunity also. The all-round establishment of equality would solve several of the problems of the people. So, democracy enunciates the principle of equality and provides for its realization through political channels. A right does not bear fruit unless it is accompanied by the consciousness of the claim. The consciousness is not possible as long as one believes that his life is ordained by power beyond him. Therefore, atheistic outlook is indispensable for awakening the consciousness and the will for the real working of democracy. Without avowed atheism, democracy turns into a formality of the exercise of voting franchise without deriving benefits that are intended by it. And from here, I shall continue in the next episode again. Thank you.
For more videos, please subscribe to our Positive Atheism English channel presented by Samaram channels, which has crossed more than 20 crore views. Please like, subscribe and share our videos, and for notification of our new videos, please click the bell icon.